Hey there, LBT Squad. I'm your host, Alex Pop, and today we're going to be talking about the new format that the first Land Before Time movie has just been released on. But before we begin that, let's get to our subscriber shoutouts, as always. Starting off with Jonathan Funk, your number 69, Hoodlum, your number 70, Cliff Dillon, your number 71, Darklight, your number 72, Hashira Moonfire, your number 73, Daniel Ritchie, your number 74, and last but not least, Byron Ritchie, your number 75. Thank you all for joining. It's really great to have you here. So Tuesday, October 13th, saw the first ever Blu-ray release of the original Land Before Time, which I managed to find at Walmart. It's kind of funny how they had to write under the title, the original movie. It's like, well, there are so many movies in the franchise, and our buyers are going to want to be certain that they're buying the first one, so let's just bluntly say so on the cover. Anyway, last week, I had the pleasure of being able to experience this movie on Blu-ray with my good friend Alex Spears on his Blu-ray player, as I don't own one myself. I guess because I'm a country boy, I'm into, like, the old-fashioned kind of stuff, which is probably part of the reason why I own movies 2 through 6 on VHS with their original covers. So, was it worth it? I would have to say, for the experience of the Blu-ray format, absolutely. The visuals are even more breathtaking than on its VHS or DVD format, and because of how vivid it is, there are little details in the animation that I had never noticed before. For example, the water effects, like the sun reflecting in the water and its movement along the river, it almost looked lifelike. I was so amazed. That's Bluth animation for you. The only problem with how vivid the animation is on the Blu-ray format is that when the sun, or when the beam from the spirit of Littlefoot's mother shines on the Great Valley, before that happens, and the shot pans down to the dark Great Valley, the animation is so vivid that you can already tell that it's the Great Valley. So if you're watching it the first time, it's not that great of a reveal. Another great thing about the Blu-ray is that you might already know this if you have a Blu-ray player, but I was unfamiliar with the format before viewing this movie on it. But I learned that it also contains a code that you can put into universaldigitalcopy.com, and so once you've set up your account and you put in this code, the movie will be right there on the internet whenever you want, whether it's on your laptop, on your iPhone, or iPad, anything that has internet, you'll have it right there with you whenever you want to see it. So now that I'm done with the positive, here's the negative. There are no bonus features. It's really kind of a disappointment. I was really looking forward to seeing it contain exclusive special features that aren't available anywhere else. That's usually how they try to get you to buy the Blu-ray. I was thinking it might contain exclusive interviews or maybe even the deleted scenes, because the original cut of The Land Before Time did contain several scenes that weren't in the theatrical cut. For example, there was one during the final showdown with the Sharptooth, where Ducky is taunting the Sharptooth by making weird faces at it, and also the scene where they're trying to get the plants off the top of the tree about 2/3 into the movie. There was some extended bits in there too, and by the way, you can actually see fragments of these deleted scenes on the theatrical trailer for the film. And then there was another image that you can actually see in a lot of places that wasn't in the movie, where Littlefoot is standing on the edge of a waterfall, presumably looking out into the Great Valley, because the original cut of The Land Before Time actually had Littlefoot finding the Great Valley after he and after the others went with Sarah, and so after he found it, he had to go running back to get them. And I definitely do like the original version of that better, where they all find it together. But unfortunately, those scenes aren't included in this, so opportunity lost. But for the remastered image and sound aspect of it, I think it was definitely worth the watch. So if you came here expecting a full review on the movie itself, you will be getting that from me on November 18th. That'll be the start of my reviews of every one of the Land Before Time movies, leading up to the release of the Land Before Time 14 Journey of the Brave. So I'm going to be doing this series kind of Jonathan Paula style. If you don't know who Jonathan Paula is, he's a really great YouTube movie critic. He has a show on his channel called Movie Night, and he has really well written and very well edited reviews. He's actually been kind of the he's been part of the inspiration of how I write my own movie reviews. And part of what makes him such a great reviewer is that he lets you know ahead of time what movies he's going to review next, so that you can leave comments in the video expressing your opinion on the movie, and then he shows them at the end of each review, and then he compares and contrasts the average rating to his rating. So that's kind of the way that I'm going to go about this. If you want to have your opinion on the first Land Before Time movie included in my first review, then leave a brief review in the comments below, and be sure to include your letter grade on an A+ to F scale. Also in the description, I'll include a sort of a guideline on how to grade movies based on what you think of them. So, it all starts November 18th, which is the 27th anniversary of the original Land Before Time, and all those reviews are going to lead up to the February or March release of the Land Before Time 14 Journey of the Brave. That's a wrap for now. If you like this and you want to see more, slap the like button, subscribe for future videos, and follow us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Alex Pop. Catch you later.